It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. The 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just get it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right down for the running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Cousins to throw it. Dumps this one off to Algier. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 20 carries, 55 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Well, we changed it.
1st and 10. It's Etienne. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return from Kendrick. He keeps it, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That second down play, that's a -4.
That kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 78 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins now. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing, Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 on the score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Gano the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return from Kendrick. He keeps it, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 31, Cousins. And over the middle, this is Parker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only one where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Nice catch there for a first down.
6 yards left on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is Parker, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Evans here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. The one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen. Harris. Touchdown, Seahawks. Damian Harris. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Cousins again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devon Hamilton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Play action. Now Jackson. This is Smith with a grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. So we've come upon halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going. And they should.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A handoff for Etienne. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gano's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no return from Kendrick. He keeps it, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. They'll start the drop and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, look at the juke. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But you identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Lions offense set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick.
First down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions.
ETN up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
ETN. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively, play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Toss left side for ETN. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, ETN once more. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're not going to get to the 9 to run another play. So we will back now at Ford Field. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll run with ETN. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with ETN. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try, good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return from Kendrick. He keeps it, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball. Right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
Former DB, rooting for the wide receivers. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and 5. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes Carter. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 now from the 27. A handoff running left is Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. give. It's ETN off the option. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run the toss now to ETN. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll go again with ETN. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return from Kendrick. He keeps it, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Elsewhere, they're on the 4th quarter of MetLife Stadium. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Jackson to throw. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Gets this to Waller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Jackson. Forced out to his left. But this one complete to Smith. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Dow Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Gano now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with what will almost certainly be the game-winning score as the lead is 7 here in the final moments. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Right? At least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing.